Okay, so give this a pause and a read and a go. Okay, so in this question, you just gotta realize that it's x on y, so it's x equals ay plus b. Usually you're probably seeing things a little bit more like in this next part of the question, which is y and x. So just keep that in mind that it's x on y, which is x equals ay plus b. Okay, so what we're going to do is first of all enter this information on our calculator. So just go to a new page. We're going to go to this. Okay, I'm going to define it the way it was defined already. So that was x and this was y. And the number is 15, 23, 25, 30, 34, 34, 40. You probably want to double check those numbers before you move on really quickly. So 20, 26, 27, 32, 35, 37, and 35. Okay, so now we need to find the value of a. Okay, so we need to go to menu and number 4, which is stats, and look at stat calculations, and we're doing a linear regression. Okay, now we have to be careful here is things are actually reversed, okay, because our independent variable is y in the first case, so it's actually the other way around, so just be careful of that. And once again, that's because of this here. Okay, so it's reversed from what we typically see. Okay, and here we have the slope and the y-intercept. Now notice the question is defined as a and b, and here it's defined as m and b, so these are the two values, 1.29 and negative 10.4. So because there's only 2 marks here, they just assume that you can do this on your calculator and just put the final answer, so you don't need to show anything else. So a would be 1.29 and b would be negative 10.4. Okay, so part B, let L2 be the regression line. So now it's the other way around. Y and X, the lines L1 and L2 pass through the same point with coordinates P and Q. Okay, so now it's essentially, what you can do here is just realize that if these intersect, they go through the mean point. Okay, so the average point of this data. So what we can do is, just go over here. We can go to menu, stats, and now we're doing 2 variable stats. We need the mean of those data. Okay, now this time we can put x and y in the normal positions because it's now y on x, unlike the first case. So just to be clear, it's y on x. So we're going back to what we typically use when we use an equation of line, which is y equals mx plus b. So here the average of x is right here, so that will be p, which is 28.7, and q, which is going to be y, which is here, 30.3. Okay, so hopefully that just matches up and we enter the data correctly, 28.7, 30.3, it all looks good. So nothing here, no extra work shown, just straight from the calculator, and that's it. Okay, now you could maybe write this, which I didn't. Recognizing both lines pass through the mean point is a method mark. I didn't state that. Because it's in parentheses, it's assumed if these are right, you would get that mark, but maybe write it down in case you make a calculator mistake. Okay.